Yo, what is up guys, Destroyer here, and today I want to bring you guys a brand new video, and this video is back in Destiny, and today I want to go over all of the highest damaging weapons in the game right now, like what'll put out your most damage in certain scenarios, and just like the best weapons you can possibly be using, because certain weapons do way more than top tier weapons. Not very many weapons that are going to be doing the insane damage you want of like heavies and specials. So the best way to use primaries is to get some burn primaries and use them when there's elemental damages, because that will boost the damage a ton, or when there's specialists. But if you are just going into something like a raid where there's no perks, no modifiers, no anything, you're going to want to be using Fatebringer, definitely the legendary version, so you can use other exotics. Because Fatebringer has a massive impact and great range, allowing it to do a ton of damage. It's a really high impact hand cannon, doing like the highest tier of damage for any hand cannon, and hand cannons have the highest tier of damage out of any primary without specifically rolled perks, as well as the Fatebringer has Firefly, explosive rounds, and Outlaw. So not only can you use this single target to get insane amounts of damage because of explosive rounds and how high the impact on this thing is going to be doing beast single target damage. But as well, if there's crowds, you got explosive rounds and Firefly, allowing you to do AoE for absolutely days with this weapon. So it is the perfect weapon for almost any situation, and it's definitely the #1 primary you can have for damage, AoE, single target, basically anything. This is the #1 weapon. Now, the #2 most damaging primary would definitely be the Chaos Dogma. If you guys do not know about this weapon, it is a scout rifle with a 16 round mag. If you have extended mag, you basically have to for this setup. And this is not going to be your AoE beast. If you have crowds, you're going to get destroyed with this thing. It's not horribly fast firing, so you're going to have to just like slowly pop off shots into them, and it's not going to work for any AoE situation. But single target, this thing is amazing. It has a massive amount of impact and great range as well. The perks on this make this weapon beautiful. It has triple tap, if you guys don't know, 3 headshots get a bullet back, and triple double, which you'll get 2 bullets back for another triple headshot. Basically, when you keep using this, when you think about it, if you get 3 headshots, you get 1 from triple tap and 2 from triple double. You are constantly getting your ammo back 24/7. So you can fire this thing infinitely if you're hitting headshots until you run out of ammo in your like reserve ammo. So this thing for single target damage, like bosses or anything you can just keep hitting like precision shots on, you're gonna have unlimited DPS until this thing runs out of ammo. And it is an absolute beast for bosses that don't move, like Golgoroth and just stuff like that. Like, of course, it doesn't top some of the other secondaries and heavies, but this is definitely the thing you're going to want to be using for single target damage. It'll even out damage the Fatebringer in single target. This gun is absolutely amazing. Now, to get both of these, this Fatebringer drops from Atheon. If you guys do not know, it does not have to be challenge mode Volta Glass, it just has to be the 390. And this one is from Axis, the final raid boss in Wrath of the Machine. Both real easy to run through, it's just getting them. Now, for the next weapons, the highest damaging snipers are gonna be things like Icebreaker, because you know Icebreaker, you have maxed out range, which is absolutely amazing, and decent impact, like actually more than decent impact, or really high impact. So this thing is hitting like a truck. As well, you are getting your ammo back. It is absolutely amazing. But for a non-exotic sniper with no perks, you're gonna want to look for something like a Devil's Dawn, which I do not have in my inventory, because it has maxed out range and high impact. Those are gonna be your heavy hitters. Something like a Praetor's Revenge might have good range, but it has low impact compared to like the But Not Forgotten or the Longbow. So you're definitely going to want to try and get a very high impact and maxed out range sniper. Like if you look at the Icebreaker, that's exactly what you want, but you're not always going to want to be using Icebreaker. Now for AoE, the only sniper that can really do that is Icebreaker, because it has its combustion perk. This will explode a ton of things. Like, it's a massive explosion. It's way bigger than Firefly. So this is your only AoE option for snipers. For shotguns, there's only really one, Found Verdict. You have full auto and last round on it with Send It, giving you a ton of range, a ton of impact, and you have full auto, amazing, and final round allows you to just get that damage in there. This is definitely the highest damaging shotgun besides Fourth Horseman, being because you know Fourth Horseman is exotic. But if you want to carry a shotgun for big damage in PvE, definitely be using Found Verdict. Now, past that, you're going to want to use a Black Spindle for single target damage. This is just the beast mode gun. This is all you need in a sniper rifle right here. So it only has a 3-round magazine, which is really lame, but its perk, White Nail, when you hit 3% shots, it gives you your entire mag back. So you can fire all of the rounds you can get in this thing, like using armor perks. If you keep hitting headshots like in King's Fall, it's useful in a ton of different areas. Goguroth, you can use it on War Priest, and if you just keep hitting headshots and fire off like all 21 rounds, you're getting way higher damage than any other weapon in the game. So this is an absolutely amazing, amazing weapon. As well as sometimes you might miss a precision shot and just miss it in general. Mulligan will kick in and you'll still get that 3 rounds. So you're just going to have insane amounts of damage pouring out of this thing, and it's pretty fast firing for a sniper, so it's a really good way to just pour in damage on a single target. Now, of course, we got to move down to heavies. There are a ton of different heavies that are very useful in different situations. So, let's switch off to normal sniper. If you're doing something where you need multiple target damage, you're going to want to either be using Gallahorn or just a rocket in general, basically. But the best would be Gallahorn, Hunger of Crota, and Hezen's Vengeance. Because each of these has a perk, you know, you have Wolfpack rounds, you have Cluster Bombs, and you have Merv Mini, which give you more explosive power and just like mini grenades basically everywhere around it, allowing you to do way more AoE damage than just the initial rocket. As well as these do incredible damage and are amazing for moving single targets. Like, if you have a boss that's running around a ton and you can't exactly track it with a sniper, use one of these rockets. I mean, Hezen Vengeance doesn't have tracking, so it's not as good, but Hunger of Crota and Gallahorn have tracking with incredible amounts of damage payoff, so use those for anything that is moving. If you have a stationary target that will, like, do melee damage and you can't get close to him, use Sleeper Simulant. Now, Sleeper Simulant is a fusion rifle, but it's a heavy. It's really confusing, but if you already don't know about this weapon, it is absolutely amazing. It's basically a sniper that does Gallahorn damage. You get 9 rounds on the basic mag, or on the basic, like, full ammo, and you just fire it off 3 at a time, and you have to be very accurate and hit headshots every time to do the max amount of damage, but this thing will pour out about the exact same damage as Gallahorn if you do hit precision shots. But you don't have to worry about precisions with the Gallahorn, which is very, very nice. Now, for literally any boss that you can melee without him killing you, use one of these swords, either Raise Lighter or Dark Drinker. Raise Lighter and Dark Drinker do almost the exact same damage unless you're on Axis. Use Dark Drinker, it's way better. Raise Lighter is a massive solar sword, and what the only downside with this, if the boss or whatever you're killing can move, you will launch it with your swing of this. With Dark Drinker, you are just spinning in a circle doing insane amounts of damage, and you're just able to pour damage into one target or multiple. With Raise Lighter, you're not getting multi-target damage, but Dark Drinker, if they're near, you're going to destroy everything around you. This thing does the best damage out of any sword, and it is just absolutely amazing. So if you can melee the boss, I recommend this 100% over any other weapon, because this thing will just obliterate bosses. If you have seen people use it on Axis, it tears through him. It's just an insane, insane weapon. So there's all the different weapons you can use in their different scenarios. Definitely, if I could recommend one, it would be the Fatebringer, mainly because you're using primaries a ton, and this is just an amazing weapon for almost any scenario. Try and grind this one out. Vault of Glass, Atheon, 390 mode. Doesn't even have to be challenged because you're not wanting to get the exotic, because you want to still use like a sword or a Gallahorn or something. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to drop a like down below. Subscribe for more Destiny and World of Warcraft. And I will see you guys later. See you guys.